Welcome back, students. These are 5 minutes clips. We'll go for a short, quickly. Yes, basics of projection, part 2. And part 1 we have seen, and what are the four quadrant and their names. So let us get some quick review over it. Yes, you know that first, second, third, fourth quadrants, and you can see there's HP, VP, and we are going to make the imaginary plane like this. Then we are making that imaginary plane into 2D by rotating the HP, and it will merge with the VP of the bottom side. So you can see how it is making. Now it's over. Let us check. As I shown in the previous thing, you can see some front view of the object. Right here, another side I have shown the top view of an object, right, which is placed in HP and VP, and I show you how the shadow is falling on which plane and how it is projected. Everything is clear. Now you have to use such a word above, behind, in front of, parallel and perpendicular to locate the object. If you see the front view, let us take and wait and locate the object. Okay, so in first quadrant it is always happen above HP, in front of VP. If you are placing any object, there is no choice, you have to use above HP, in front of VP. You can check this statement. This is HP plane, and where the object is, just above the HP plane. This is VP plane, and where is the object? In front of the object. If it is in second quadrant, this object will go here. That time you have to use the word behind the VP. So here there is no doubt, it is in front of VP and just above the HP plane. There is no doubt, right? And you check. If I asking the longer edge, this is the longer edge, okay, or longer face. Okay, this longer face is parallel to VP or perpendicular to VP. Let me check the projection. This is the longer face and it is parallel to VP. If it is parallel to VP means no problem, it is perpendicular to HP. Yes, absolutely. And sometimes it is both side parallel, both side perpendicular also available, but these are basic things, you should not get any confusion, so just forget about that one. We'll move and just apply these keywords, or if you have any problem, just check this keyword, then you have to construct your object. That's okay. Now this small distance what I made is X. That means just above HP mean how much above the HP. So here commonly I give this X. If you read the sum, sometimes they make a 15 above HP, 20 above HP. If problems are not mentioning how much above HP, just you take some random value and keep it constant throughout the problem. Okay, then what about the before that I want to show in the front view how much above from HP will be easily identified, and it will be projected in the VP's plane. Okay, and in front of VP we have studied, and that distance VP to this object distance will be easily visible when we are seeing it from the top side view. You take that as a Y. Now you construct the 2D diagrams. Now okay, now I made the front view and what is the distance, and that perpendicular line I made, and this is the distance, and this is the distance from the top view I have seen. Okay, you have to use this thing wisely while solving the problem, don't forget. Okay, now another problem, how to give the names. So that I want to make some transparent effects, so I made the same object in the transparent, but in the back side I have forgot to modify. Now I going to give the name, and top side I give ABCD, and bottom side I giving a numerical value. Okay sir, now it's going to appear on the VP. Okay, and top side also I going to give some numerical value. Now you got to go through these rules. HP, no need to alter the names. So if anything fall on HP, no need to alter their names. I will tell what is alter. Now you can see here VP's name, give dash symbols. If any numbers are falling on VP or falling now giving the numbers on VP's projections, you go to give dash symbol. Hidden names must be in the bracket. Okay, if anything is going to merge with each other, you have to give. Now I'll tell you. Let us take the bottom side of this cube or prism, whatever it may be, you take it. 1 2 3 4, you see number 3 is hidden, right? You can't see, and it is a front view, so 1 2 A D only visible, 4 3 CB is hidden, right? So if these things will be fall on VP, you just refer this name, refer this rule, and which is falling on VP should have dash symbol. So 1 2 AD will be found directly, it is visible to our eye. So 1 2 and DA will be visible, and it is in BP, so dash symbols has been given. If you see 4 3 CB will not be visible to our eyes, it will be hidden, so I have to give that thing in bracket. Still they are in BP, so give dash. And let us come to top side view. Top side ADBC, this is visible, and bottom side 1 4 3 it's hidden, so I have given the same thing according to the rules and regulation. No need of putting dash and other things, just give the names, that's enough. Now you are good to go. You can refer any book for other things. If you have anything difficulties, you can feel free to contact me through the comments, I will reply to you. And these are all the very simple and easy things to get rid of confusions. So you can refer any book. Remember, go through the first angle projection so that you will learn everything without any confusion. Once you master in the engineering graphics, then go for third angle projection, and whatever the angle projection it may be, sure you will get a nice idea. And thanks for watching.